Hello, this is Vignes here. Welcome to Plouta, your financial wellness hub. Today we have Sanjay, who's a tax advisor, and today we're going to look into inheritance tax. So Sanjay, what is inheritance tax and when does it apply?
So inheritance tax is a tax really levied on individuals when they're passing assets from generation to generation.
Mm-hmm.
In most situations, it really applies when someone passes away and they want to give their estate to other members. So it's normally children, but it can be other family members, it can be charities, it can be friends, it can really be anybody else. But the majority of inheritance tax really applies when somebody passes away and they need to give their assets to somebody else upon death.
Oh, okay. And is there any tax on top of how much tax do they have to pay, or the someone who's owning?
Yeah, so inheritance tax is kind of a very expensive tax, which not everyone is aware of. The government do say that not many people are subject to inheritance tax, but that's kind of a very clever way of they saying it. But in reality, it does apply to a lot more people than you think it would.
Okay.
The government say only 6% of people pay inheritance tax, but that's mainly because when a husband leaves everything to their wife or vice versa, there's no inheritance tax to pay. So technically that kind of cuts the estate down by 50%.
Okay.
But the reality really is, in most situations, when a married couple, after both of them have passed away, once their estate value is above £1 million, they are subject to inheritance tax.
Okay. And what is 40% tax? What does that mean?
Yeah, so inheritance tax is basically a very, very expensive tax.
Okay.
So once you get past the allowances and the nil-rate bands and the residence nil-rate bands and all these other sort of smaller reliefs that you can claim, anything above those amounts is subject to inheritance tax at 40%, which basically means that your estate, once you take away the reliefs and take away the allowances, anything above those amounts, you'll be paying inheritance tax at 40%. So it's very substantial.
What do you mean by state? Is it applicable for everyone, or who needs to be considered about?
Yeah, so UK inheritance tax to UK individuals is subject to their assets on a worldwide basis.
Okay. Is it the new law?
Yeah, so the rules have changed slightly, but for people who are born in the UK and have lived in the UK their entire life, they are always subject to UK inheritance tax on their worldwide assets.
Okay.
And what I mean by an estate is everything they basically own. So we're looking at properties, we're looking at cash in the bank, we're looking at investments, we're looking at literally art in the property, we're looking at anything they own, we're looking at cars. So in reality, you add up everything you own. Now the new rule changes is pensions. So previously pensions weren't part of your estate, and now they're part of your estate from 2027.
Okay, so whoever is passing on entire wealth, basically it's an entire wealth, they have to still pay tax.
Yeah, exactly right. So any individual who has something in the UK, and we basically have to add up everything they own and what it's all worth. And once you're a married couple and the amount goes above £1 million, you're paying inheritance tax 100%.
Okay, fine. Hi, I'm Vignes, founder of Plouta. If managing money feels confusing or just not made for you, you're not alone and you are in the right place. Plouta is here to help you understand your money and build real financial freedom one step at a time. In this channel, we share easy to follow videos on things like budgeting, saving, investing, pension, and even how to plan your inheritance tax. Our goal is simple: to help you feel more confident and in control of your money. If that sounds useful, hit the subscribe and join our growing community of people on the journey to financial freedom. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.